Ladder anxiety. This is a good question, right? The idea of ladder anxiety, it makes a lot of sense, right? Like, you don't want to lose your rank that you work so hard for. But the problem is that you're going to have to play no matter what. Like, you need to play the game, otherwise you're going to get worse. The longer that you wait to queue, the more likely it is that you're going to lose that game. At the end of the day, your elo is only a number. And you will gain and you will lose that number infinitely. Like, your number will never ever be the same unless you quit playing the game. There's another really good expression that I like to use for this, and I've explained this a long time ago, but it's kind of like success, right? The way I see success is like, it's a spiral. Kind of everything in life is like a spiral. You're always improving, but it doesn't feel like it. Let me find a good picture for you to kind of explain this. Okay, so when I'm talking a spiral, I literally mean like this, right? It's like a spiral, right? You go up and you go down, right? Now, I know this is like the worst of all time, but if you think about this, if I like take a little bit more time, you're always going to be going up. But what happens is, at a certain point, this is you at the beginning, right? You start off and you're like, man, you know, whatever, you're improving. Oh my God, I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm the best I've ever been. But then what happens, and this always happens, is you will start to get worse. You start to slump. This is what happens. You start to slump and you're like, man, dude, I suck. I suck. I'm now the worst I've ever been. That's what you think, but that's not true. You're still better than when you first started. You understand? Right? But as you keep playing, you get better. You get better. Oh my God, I'm so good. I'm so good. Now I'm really the best I've ever been. Now I just hit level 10. And now this is where you are. You don't want to go down. You're afraid you're going to. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll keep going. Maybe yours goes up before it goes down more. But even if you do, you're going to go down. Oh man, I'm level 9 again. I'm the worst I've ever been. But look at how far you've come. You've come so far. But you lose perception of that because you feel like you expect this. You always expect that current best version of you, and you're never happy with anything below it. But you never realize how much better you are, right? Then you keep going up, and now you're the best you've ever been again, and then it goes back. And now being level 10 is not enough. Now you need to be 2200 elo, and so on and so forth, until you become where you want to be in the end. Yeah, my paint is fucked up. Who cares? But that's kind of what I'm saying. And you're always getting better. You are always improving. Always. It doesn't feel like it, but you are, right? Now, not always is it linear. It's not always going to be like that. Sometimes you might improve really fast and you might drop really fast. And next time you don't improve that much, but you're always still going to be improving. It might not feel like it though. Do you understand? So to answer your question, how to deal with ladder anxiety is you just play. I know it doesn't make sense. You're still going to be nervous, but you need to remember that you're always going to improve, and there's no way around it. It's going to happen. It is what it is. It's part of the progression as a player. Do you understand me? Success is like a spiral, and this works for everything too. This works for YouTube as well. Think about this, right? If like me doing YouTube, one of the things that happens is like sometimes, you know, my clips channel is a great example. I shot up right away. I hit 3 million views in 3 days. It was super good. And then it fell back. But I was still able to do stuff, right? I was still able to, you know, have more attention on my channel and everything. And then I started to grind it back. And then I did the tutorials. And then those tutorials kind of fell back a little bit. And then I ended up down again. Now I'm doing the nade police thing. You understand? You keep growing even when it feels like you're not. The only way that you stop improving is if you stop trying. That's it. That's the only way that you can fail is if you stop trying. Does that make sense?